Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Micro Investor, where we do technical analysis and price predictions on many different cryptocurrencies every single day. Now, in this video, we're going to be covering Bitcoin and picking up where we left off in the previous Bitcoin video. Now, at the moment, Bitcoin is trying to get up to its 50% Fibonacci level. That's going to be at a price around $21,500. And that's using the Fibonacci retracement that goes from the 52-week low of Bitcoin that was at a price of around $17,500, somewhere around there. And that was in the middle of June and went up within this first large impulse that had completed in the middle of August that was at a price around $25,000, and then it had come down within a wave two. So within wave 1 and 2, there were 5 waves within those, and now we're within our wave 3 to the upside, and so far we have seen waves A, B, C, corrective waves here, as we are now moving to the upside here within this wave C. So things are looking really nice as far as things with this wave 3 that we're in right now. This is our big breakout wave, just like what we have with Ethereum. This was all part of that falling wedge that we were in with Bitcoin, and we had seen Bitcoin come down within 5 waves to the downside, and then we had our new set of waves that have started, and this is our moves to the upside, where that 52-week low was the beginning of our first wave, and the completion of that wave 5, that was the bottom. That's what I've been saying this whole time, and people are now just starting to say, hey, that was the bottom with Bitcoin back in the middle of June, when I've been saying that for months here on this channel. And what we're seeing now is this wave 3 that we're in. This was our breakout wave. If you guys remember, if you guys have been watching me, I was talking about by default, we were going to be seeing Bitcoin and Ethereum working their way out of this falling wedge pattern by default, just to the fact that it was trending sideways so much. And right after we saw it break through that, we've seen these larger price movements here. So if we look over at how things are going within our moving averages, if we look at our current position there, we're above our 50-day moving average, and we're trying to get over that 100-day moving average. That's at a price that's around $21,200 to be able to do such. But if we look over at how things are going with our bull market support band, we're getting very close to being up within that right now. We have Ethereum currently in the works of actually trying to get on the other side of that. So we'll still call it the bear market resistance band is what it is right now, before it becomes the bull market support band, of course. So Bitcoin is in the works of trying to get up and above this. So very nice to see that, and hopefully this momentum that we're seeing over in the crypto market does continue. Now, we do have things that are going to be happening over this next week. We have the FOMC meeting. That talks about interest rate hikes and how could that be. Now, we're probably going to be seeing a little bit of extra volatility over in the market due to that, but hopefully we're going to be getting some sort of good news. But good news meaning not as high as a rate hike that maybe we would have gotten last month. But in this case, since there's a possibility that we will be seeing a smaller rate hike that is creating a little bit extra positivity over in the stock market and the crypto market, and we've also been seeing some slowdowns within rate hikes as far as mortgages and things like that go. So as far as that, this could be something that could be very bullish, and we'll find out how that goes on November 2nd. So I expect that by that time, maybe we'll start breaking through some of these Fibonacci levels that we need to be doing. So that 50% Fibonacci level, that is at that price of around $21,400 or so. If we're able to break through that, if we're able to keep this momentum going with Bitcoin and break through that and keep treading along here to get over where we're at within that wave 1, that price of $25,000, that's a very key price for Bitcoin to be getting over that. And by that time, if we're lucky, maybe we'll see Bitcoin going and completing this wave 3 sometime by the end of November, or if not, possibly in December. But this wave 3 is going to be a much larger wave. But I'm thinking that we might be able to see a little extra price pump in here with Bitcoin here as we start to break through these different Fibonacci levels, because we've been seeing more momentum with Ethereum lately, and I think that we're still going to see Bitcoin catch up to a little bit of that momentum that we're seeing with Ethereum having, and that might give us a little bit more push with Bitcoin, and to start seeing a little bit extra retracement from where we're at when we were coming down to the downside. Now, I think that this wave 3 has a good possibility of going to where our wave 4 was, to the downside, and just retrace all that we had lost within that wave 5. But there's also that possibility that this wave 3 could instead retrace where this wave 2 was. I mean, we could be seeing a much larger price move. And now, if that was the case, then we would be seeing this wave 3 going a little bit extra time. This would be something that would take us into the new year. So keep that in mind. But of course, Bitcoin does have a lot that it could really start to retracing. And as far as a lot of these larger price movements with Bitcoin, don't expect any of these things to happen too soon, as more than likely we're going to be seeing all this start to play out more so as we get into next year. So now, looking at things here on the short term, if you watched yesterday's video, I was talking about this wedge pattern here, and as we were seeing this consolidation, and we were seeing the price of Bitcoin looking like it could be in a possible bearish pattern, and that's what we did end up seeing. We did end up seeing Bitcoin fall through within this, but it did turn into a falling wedge. And due to the fact that it did turn into a falling wedge as it came out of it, this is a bullish pattern that it has just turned into. So obviously we're on the hourly chart, so this information is going to not be around for too long. So this video is definitely going to be dated due to this. But I talk about Bitcoin every day, so it doesn't really matter. So as far as what we're seeing now, we're seeing this little turnaround here with Bitcoin. So hopefully this is something that is going to be able to continue, and we'll be able to see this end up pumping up to the top from where we're at least within this top triangular pattern. And at that point, we might be seeing a little bit of a correction, but that could be that little push that we do need to be able to see the price of Bitcoin pumping up into that 100-day moving average. So turning this back on over to the daily chart, things are going to look really weird here for a second. And what we're seeing is, as we were to continue to pump up there for a little bit, if we were to keep going, yeah, we would pretty much just end up going right up into that 100-day moving average if we were to flip where we were at within the top of that wedge. So as we see the 100-day moving average continue to coming down, then we might be seeing Bitcoin to be able to swoop in and get into that. So hopefully that's going to be the case as we're looking at things here on the short term. So I'm going to turn this on over to the 4-hour chart, get rid of some of these things that we don't need here anymore. And as we can see, there's a good chance that we could be seeing this type of scenario actually happening, and hopefully Bitcoin will be able to get up to that price that it really needs to, of $21,500 at that 50% Fibonacci level. So with that being said, I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions about Bitcoin, and what do you guys think is going to happen with the FOMC meeting? Do you guys think that we're going to be seeing Bitcoin start to rally right after that, or do you think that could be something that could be very bearish and we might be seeing a pretty good dip? I would like to know. So that being said, please like, share, comment, subscribe. New content coming out all the time. I'll see you all in the next video coming out right after this. Thank you for watching, listening.